everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Katelyn and I post Disney videos and lifestyle kind of content here on my channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, then hello and welcome back. Thank you so much for joining. As always, you guys are the best and I always appreciate when you guys watch my videos. And I feel like I don't say it enough, but I really do. So anyways, getting into the video. So today's video is going to be a fun video. So a little while back, I noticed that a lot of people were doing these like really fun videos, like ranking certain films or ranking characters or ranking video games or whatever. And it's like this thing that's going on like Twitch right now. And I thought there has to be a like ranking Disney movies somewhere on the internet. And I found a couple videos and I was like, dang it, I wasn't the first. But I am so excited because that is what I'm going to be doing today. I am putting myself to the test and I am going to be ranking Disney movies on camera in front of people. And I might put your favorite movie in my bottom tier, and I'm sorry if I do. But I just want to say this is completely for fun. Like totally, if I put your favorite movie in a tier you don't agree with, politely let me know down below, but it's just for fun. And yeah, so I'm going to be doing Pixar movies today. So I'm going to be tier ranking Pixar movies. And if you've never seen a video like this, so basically what it is I'll get it going in a second, but basically there's like a tiering system and you basically just drag and drop your favorite movies into what tiers you think they fall into, and that's like essentially the video. But yeah, so I'm just gonna do Pixar movies today because I feel like if I was to do like Disney animated, that would just be like a 10-hour long video and I wouldn't be able to do it. And I feel like Pixar is like hard enough because I love every single Pixar movie essentially, except for one. No! But yeah, so that is going to be the video for today. So I'm going to get my laptop up and I'm going to start recording my screen. Okay, we are recording. Okay, I am so nervous. Okay, so basically, as you can see here, this is the website I'm using. It's called Tiermaker, and essentially what it is that like starting up at the top there where it says S, that would be like your top of the top, the best of the best movie, and then A is like very good but not the best, B, C, like, you get the idea. So basically all I'm gonna do is down here at the bottom I think it looks like every Pixar movie that there is. And does this include Onward? It does. Okay, cool. So this is like every Pixar movie that there is. So I am just going to basically drag and drop and tier whatever layout this thing. So here we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna start by the first one that they have here. So Cars 2. This is a pretty easy one for me to place. I think this is probably the worst Cars that there is. I'm sorry if you liked the movie, but I did not think it was very good. I think that Cars 1 and Cars 3 are much better. So I'm gonna have to put this one in a D tier. Yikes, I'm so sorry. Okay, next, Toy Story. So the original Toy Story. I am going to put Toy Story. I'm gonna put, oh man, you guys, I'm nervous. No judgment, okay? We're a judgment-free YouTube channel. I'm gonna put Toy Story in the B tier. Not because I don't like it, okay? Toy Story is very good, but I think there is one of the Toy Stories that is better, but I think that one doesn't make it to the top tier. So that's why I'm putting it here. But I might move stuff around. So we're gonna put it in B tier for now. This is Finding Dory. Honestly, Finding Dory for me felt long. I liked it, but it was just like one of those movies where we were in the theater and I'm like, it's still going. So it like wasn't, like it's not that I don't like it, like I watch it, but like it's not a fave. So I'm actually gonna put it in a C tier because it's not terrible, but it's like, it could have been better, you know? Okay, Toy Story 3. I'm gonna put Toy Story 3 in the B tier. And I think it's because this one I felt like was the perfect ending to the Toy Story series. I feel like everything was like nice and we all enjoyed the ending. It was very sad and emotional, but like it was like we were able to like close up this chapter and move on. And then Toy Story 4 came. But yeah, so I'm gonna put it in B tier. Here's what I'm waiting for. Toy Story 2. I think Toy Story 2 is the best Toy Story that there is. I love the inclusion of Jessie and Bullseye, and I just like love the whole thing. And also Toy Story 2 was actually the first movie I ever saw in theaters. Not even just Disney, but like first movie I ever saw. So I'm actually gonna put Toy Story 2 in the A tier, which is kind of crazy because I feel like I don't watch it that much, but that's where I'm putting it. Okay, Finding Nemo. I love this movie. Growing up, this was like definitely one of my favorite Pixar movies like ever. So I'm gonna put this in the A tier as well. But I'm gonna be nitpicky and I'm actually gonna put it in front of Toy Story 2. I'm gonna be like that. So, okay, The Incredibles. I have a soft spot for The Incredibles in my heart because my dad and I love this movie. And like every time I think of The Incredibles, I just think of me and my dad sitting downstairs in the basement watching this movie, him sitting on one couch, me sitting on another, him like dying laughing at the whole movie, and I love it so much. So I think The Incredibles for me deserves an S tier. I've said it. It is done. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of Pixar movies in the S tier. Okay, whatever. Okay, next one is Coco, and I love Coco. I think Coco is like so beautiful. I feel like it doesn't get the love it deserves. I feel like it is just like so beautiful, and I feel like it paints such a stunning picture for the Mexican culture, and I love it so much. I love the music in it. I love the storyline. It's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful film. So S tier for me, and I'm definitely gonna put it in, or not definitely, but I am gonna put it in front of The Incredibles because I do like it a little bit more than The Incredibles. Okay, Incredibles 2. So I loved The Incredibles 2. I think that other than Toy Story 2, this was the best like next movie that Pixar made. I loved it so much. I thought it was like spot on. I loved how it basically picked up right where they left off the last movie, and it was amazing. So I'm gonna put it in, I really loved it. I'm gonna put it in an A tier, but I'm gonna put it at the top of my A tier. I think it's like almost S tier, but I don't wanna put both Incredibles in the S tier. WALL-E. So, there is definitely a clip somewhere of me saying that WALL-E is overrated. And I'm just gonna say, I take it back. I was wrong. I don't know what I was saying then. I recently watched WALL-E like a few weeks ago, and I don't know. I just fell in love with it. I like didn't know I could feel so much for a little robot and a little cockroach, and like I just thought it was such a sweet movie, and there's not a lot of words in it, but it says a lot in the movie on its own. Like you don't need it to say a lot of words, and yeah, it has very, very quickly become like one of my like favorite Pixar movies. So I'm actually gonna put it in the S tier. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Wow. There's gonna be a lot of movies in the S tier. Okay, Onward. So I loved Onward. I feel like a broken record at this point. I'm like, I love every Pixar movie. I really liked Onward. I thought it was a great movie. I loved the storyline. I thought it was so sweet. The ending was like almost predictable, but not really, which I loved, because I feel like sometimes with Disney movies, I mean, obviously like they're kids movies, so like kids, they're for everybody, but sometimes I feel like they're kind of predictable at the end, like you kind of know what's gonna happen. But this one kind of guessed it, but like also kind of didn't, so I liked that. But I'm not gonna put it in an S tier. I'm gonna put it in the A tier, but just behind The Incredibles 2. So That's where I'm putting Onward. Monsters Inc. This movie traumatized me as a child. After seeing this movie, I could not sleep with my closet doors open. Honestly, until I was 20. And even still, I feel a little bit more comfortable with the doors closed. I don't know why. It just like, it's so good. I love Monsters Inc. so much. I think it is such a classic. Again, like one of those ones that I grew up watching, and I just like, I love it so much. I can still watch it and just like, I howl when I watch this movie. So this is definitely an S tier for me. I think I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna put it right behind Coco, just in front of WALL-E. Okay, A Bug's Life. Again, this was a movie that actually traumatized me as a child, but it wasn't the movie. So I don't know if any of you 90s kids had this, but I had this toy that somebody got me. It's probably my dad. But it was this massive, like, hard plastic animatronic hopper. And he was just, like, nasty. And he would, like, yell at you, and it was just awful. I hated it. I hated it so much. It would make me scream, cry. I hated it. We sold it in a garage sale because I hated it so much. I vividly remember that thing, but I love the movie. So I'm gonna put Bug's Life in the A tier, but I'm gonna put it at the very top of the A tier. So it has taken the Incredibles 2 position, and it has gone into the A tier. Oh, you guys, there's so many good freaking Pixar movies. Okay, next up is Cars. Is this the original one? Yes, this is the original Cars. So I love Cars. I'm like a little boy, 12-year-old boy. I don't know. What age were people when they were obsessed with Cars? I love Cars. I love the movie. I think it's great. I love Owen Wilson. I think he's hilarious. Great guy. It's like I know him. I really like this movie, so I just don't know where to put it because, like, I definitely like it more than Toy Story and Toy Story 3. Honestly, I think I like it more than Toy Story 2. I'm gonna put it in the A tier. Do I like it more than Finding Nemo? This is when it gets hard. I'm putting it in the top of the A tier. I think it's so good. I think it's so clever. I think that it is so funny. Yeah, I'm putting it up there. Okay. Here comes the movie that is going to get me in trouble. So, Up. I just don't love watching a movie that's gonna make me sob my freaking brains out in the first 20 seconds, you know? So I just like, Up starts me off in like such a bad mood because it's like, I'm so sad. And then I just find that like the storyline kind of like does this the whole time, you know? And yeah, so I'm gonna put it, I mean, it's not worse than Cars 2, you know? But I'm gonna put it in the C tier, at the very bottom of the C tier, because I'd watch it. Like Cars 2, I'm not gonna watch. Up, I'll watch it, but I'm not happy about it, you know? Okay, next is Cars 3. Cars 3 was okay. It was good. You know what? I'm gonna put it in a B tier at the end of the B tier. That's where I'm gonna put it. I feel like it's a good spot for it. The Good Dinosaur. I don't know how anybody can get through this movie without bawling their eyes out. Again, another movie where it's like, why would I want to watch a movie where I'm just going to feel miserable the whole time I'm watching it? I got angry at the little kid. I got angry at the whole, like, world in this movie. So I'm putting it in the D tier. I'm putting it above Cars 2 because, like, Cars 2 is awful. But I'm definitely putting it in the D tier because it's not worthy. Okay, Monsters University. I personally love Monsters University. I know it's kind of like, some people like didn't like it at all, but like I thought it was pretty funny. So I'm gonna put it in the B tier in front of Cars 2. 3, not Cars 2, Cars 3. Okay, now we're getting down to the tough ones. Okay, so Inside Out. I love Inside Out. I think Inside Out is a beautiful movie. I think it is like, it touches on topics for kids that like just kind of like hit for kids, and they don't really, maybe they don't realize what it's talking about at the moment, how deep it is, but you know, it like hits surface level. And I just think like the older you are and like the more you've experienced stuff, like as you watch this movie, it's like, wow, like it's a really great movie. I'm gonna put it in the S tier. I think it's wonderful. I'm gonna put it behind The Incredibles, but it's definitely in the S tier for me. I think it's amazing. Okay, had to take a little break there because camera died and then had to wait for it to charge. So let's resume where we left off here. So the next one is Brave. So Brave is like my all-time favorite, well, not all-time favorite, but like I love Brave a lot. It is like an amazing Pixar movie. It is highly underrated. I think she's a highly underrated princess. She definitely deserves way more credit than she gets. I wish she had a way more like representation in the parks. I wish she had way more representation in like merch, memorabilia, all the things, because she deserves it. So I'm gonna put her up in tier S, and I'm gonna put her above Coco because I just think she is awesome, and I love the whole story. I love the music in Brave, everything. I love Brave. Okay, Toy Story 4. So here's the thing. I didn't not like Toy Story 4, but I feel like all the other Toy Stories were better. I felt like it wasn't necessary to have it in here. I was kind of annoyed with the ending, truthfully, because I was happy that they were all together at the end of Toy Story 3. And then at the end of Toy Story 4, the ending just kind of was frustrating for me. So people are gonna hate me. I'm gonna put Toy Story 4 in the top of my C category, because I just, if it wants to go there. Because like I don't think it was necessary, you know? Like I would have been fine if they just left it at number 3. I'm sorry. I did like Bo, but I'm sorry. Okay, and the last Pixar movie. We have made it to the end. And I didn't plan that this was the last movie, by the way. So it's really hard to like, I feel like pick like a favorite of some things sometimes. And Ratatouille is just like, it's such a good movie, and like I feel like it's so underrated. I feel like people do not give it enough love here. I feel like it's not represented in the parks enough, even though it is coming to Epcot in a few years and all that. So I mean, I guess it is kind of getting there. So I am going to put Ratatouille in the S category as my top favorite movie, because it definitely is. I love cooking, and I just love, like, I love how it's just like this little rat that is like, everybody sees rats as like, ew, gross, like these disgusting creatures, but like he just is in awe of Paris, and he loves to cook, and it's just like, I don't know, like the whole, like, I don't know. I love that movie so much. So yes, I'm putting Ratatouille at the top of my list. So I'm just having a look over, and honestly, I feel like this is a pretty accurate list. I think I did a pretty good job. I honestly don't really want to move any of them around. I think they sit perfectly for what I think for these Pixar movies, so I'm gonna leave it. So that's my video for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this. It was something a little bit different, so again, hope you enjoyed. I hope this brought a little bit of something special and different to your day, and I hope I didn't offend anybody too much by my picks. Let me know what you would have changed or what you'd have kept the same from my list. I'll leave this tier down below too if you guys want to try it out, and you guys can like send me pictures or do a video of what you would place where. I think that'd be so fun to see everybody's picks. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye!